So previously we were able to make our cat move around the screen. So today we're going to try and make the cat do much more than moving around the screen. So remember I told you we can make a super cat. So this is the lesson where we're going to learn how to make a super cat using different codes. So let's get into it. Uh, all right. So first things first, I want him to move continuously from this side up to here. So we don't want to use a forever loop. So I'm just going to go ahead, pull out, hold from movement, and I pull out forever. And then I'm going to bring repeat. So this time I'm going to use the repeat loop. I get all these other things that we have done before, move 10 steps, wait 1 second, switch next costume that we picked from looks, and then we are going to have if on edge bounce. So let's go. Yes. All right, so we'll not need if on edge bounce, so I'm just going to remove it. Let's say nice. So it's moving. So we need to have now a starting point. So the movement of the cat will most definitely start from here. We want him to start from this side. He moves up to maybe around here. So from around here, he can take off and fly and then come back here. All right. So let's go ahead. So to make sure the cat starts from this side, I'm going to go to motion, and then I'm going to go to X and Y axis, and I'm going to put it right below here. And then I'm putting it outside the loop. You can't put this one inside the loop because it will keep repeating the same position. It has to be outside the loop, as you can see. So let's see how big is move 10 steps. Okay, let's see. Move 10 steps, repeating 10 times. Okay, then repeating 10 times stops here. So we can maybe say move 45 steps. We want him to reach around here. So move around 45 steps. Let's see. Yeah, so he's literally going to move up to there. So from there, as he's going, we can go ahead and pick the flying cat. So he's going to run. As you can see, he runs and reaches. Okay, he's taking his sweet mother time. All right, so he's running. When he reaches there, he's going to stop. All right, so when he stops here, as you can see, when he stops, the whole code also stops. So when he reaches here, we want him to fly off. So as you can see, we come here to costumes. We have different costumes that we have this costume, we have that costume. So as you can see, we really do not have the other costume that flies. So what do? We come here and we go to choose a sprite, and we can say fly. Fly. Yes, we have flying cat here. So here we go. We have two different cats, but we want to create an illusion like it's one cat. So what do? So we are going to make sure he moves from here. When he reaches this side, when he reaches here on this side, he flies. So we want to create an illusion as if he's one cat. So when we click the green flag initially, we will have to hide this flying cat. So we will come and say when green flag is clicked, hide. We go to looks and pick hide. Yeah, we go to looks and pick hide. And then we are going to go to this cat and we tell it when the green flag is clicked, for it should show. Yes, when the green flag is clicked, for this other first cat, it shows, and then this other cat should hide. Then after it has moved and it has reached here on this edge, it should hide. So literally we want to make sure he moves. When he reaches here, he hides. So what do? We're going to make sure he hides when we reach there. So he will move. After reaching on that side, he hides so that this cat can come. So after him hiding, then he's going to communicate to this flying cat that he has finished walking, so the cat can come and start flying. How do we do that? We're going to go ahead and go to events, and we are going to pick a code called broadcast message, and we're going to bring our code broadcast message and put it right below here, exactly how I have written it. Yes, I think you can see it much better. So broadcast the message. So as you can see, we have broadcast message here. So I want to change from broadcast message 1, and I'm going to change it to broadcast walk. You can broadcast anything that you want to broadcast. So here I'm going to broadcast walk to communicate to the other cat that I have finished flying. I've finished walking, you can come and fly. Okay. All right. So we are going to get this cat and maybe hide it in that position. So let's play. So you see, there we go. So as you can see, our cat is walking. So when he reaches there, he's going to hide, then the other one will come and we'll make sure he flies. So you can see he's there. He's hiding there, right there. He's hiding right there, waiting for this one to come. When he reaches here, then he will start flying. Yes. So you see, we did not communicate to this one. So he reaches here. This one has done his job. He has walked. When he reached here, he disappeared. So he was waiting for this one to come because he communicated. So what do? We go to this other cat. Since this one was like broadcast message walk, you can see it here. This other flying cat has to receive it. So we go to flying cat. Let me increase this a little bit. We go to the side of flying cat and we are going to say, when I receive walk, when I receive the message walk, this is the message the walking cat broadcasted. So who receives it? This guy. So he received it from events where we pick the green flag. So you go and say, when I receive message walk. When you don't find the message walk, you just come here. Maybe you can find when I receive new message. Yeah. So if you don't receive it, you come here on the drop down, you can be able to pick it. So this time we're receiving walk. When I receive message walk, the first thing I'm going to do is to show. The first thing I will do after receiving my message walk is to show. And that's it. When he receives message walk, the first thing he does, he shows. Yes, he shows. So let's play again. See, he walks, walks, walks. He's going to reach here. When he reaches here this time round, since the flying cat has received the message, we expect him to appear and start walking. Nice. We expect him to start walking right from here. Yes. So we expect walking cat to disappear. Yes, we have this. Now, our code is working right fine. Nice. Well done. So now what do we do next? So when I receive message walk, I show. So after showing, what do I do next? After showing, I want to start. After showing, I want to start walking. When I receive message walk, I show, and then I switch the costume to this other cat that takes off, the flying cat costume that takes off, which is this one. So I have to mention it this side. So I'm going to go to looks and I say switch costume to cat B. As you can see, the one that assumes as if his wall is going to take off is called flying cat B. So I would say switch costume to flying cat B and then point in direction because he's going to fly back this side. So you can see here we have 90 degrees. 90 degrees face the other side. But what is negative 90? Negative 90 faces this other side. So I'm going to go to motion. I'm going to pick the code that says point in direction, negative 90. I should point in direction negative 90. And then, yes, you remember we are going to go back here and we say set rotation style Just click on it. Just click on it so that he can go and face up again. So as you can see, he's no longer facing down. So from there, I want him to start flying. So how do we make him fly? So we need to first mark the position he's in so that he can start flying from this exact position. So what do we do? You remember how we did for the cat to start walking from this side? So we'll say go to that position. We'll first say it should go to this position. Then from there, I can now start. So this is our starting point. I've marked it where we'll start from to fly. Then later I can now bring and I bring the cat where I want him to first move. So he's going to take off and first land here. So first stand here like a Superman. And then I'm going to say glide. This time I'm not going to say go to. I'm going to say glide. Glide to. So glide to is still under motion. Glide to. So from there, I can now switch costume to the cat that is flying on the belly. So I can now come to looks and say switch costume down here to flying cat A. So let's try it out and see how far we've gone and what it does. Let's see. He runs. Yes, he's taking his time. He runs. He runs. So when he reaches here, we expect him to disappear, our flying car to appear, and then he starts to fly. All right. So he reaches here, then disappears. Nice. You can see he flies off, switches costume to that. Okay. So we want this car to move a little bit quicker. So I'm going to just remove this weight 1 second. Let's see. Okay. All right, so he's here. So now you can even make him go down here on the flying cat, pull him where you want him to be. Then that's when you go to motion and pick glide. Yeah, I pick glide, I put it there. I can now glide him here. I pick, um, I go ahead and pick glide and put here. You can move him to different positions. Now I'm bringing them here. So I put him here. I can even glide him back up here. So I think you can see. And then we can go ahead and glide him there. So let's start and see. Yes, he runs, reaches there, he flies. See? Nice. You see, he is flying awesomely. You can add in other things like the clouds, different things that you want to learn or you want to add in. It is okay to add them in there. So this is the code that is making the cat to fly. I think, yes, you can see. There you go. He flies, he flies, he flies. So that's how we make the cat to fly or any object to fly. Thank you so much. See you in the next lesson. Bye bye.